Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back again. Let's make sure everything's working. It is, good. So I got email today from Humble Games telling me, look, we've got this, and look, we've got this. And one of them was deck builders. I like deck builders. I browsed, checked out the first one. Looked really good. And so I bought the whole damn package. And here we are. Book of Hours. Let's try a new game. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The librarian has left the world behind him. Okay. Gronkrug, March 7th, 1936. There's been no librarian at Hush House since the fire 7 years ago. The cold comes first. Thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me, sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. See, powers, heart, sky, winter, expertise, element of soul. I have no idea about what I'm doing here, by the way. Just want to be clear about that. The human soul is composed of 9 elements, and this is one. Most of the other things have simpler souls. Each soul color can be used once a day for the type of things you do with your soul. That usually means talking to people or crafting. The heart is a principle that continuously preserves, so I'm guessing it's like hit points, something like that. Matters of balance, harmony, and necessity, and this was the principle of silence, and those things that are not quite dead. Undeadish. Malady, or milady. Something has snared or sickened the soul. Soul cards can be malady tainted when they're exposed to dangerous influences. One sec, I need to close my window. And I'm back. Forms soaked, in peril of dissolution. Intervene quickly but not hastily. Journal. I began before this book, but it'll end when I do. Readable. There are worse things to put in your eyes than this. Thing. The gentleman makes things his servants. The petty man his servant to things. And memory. Something remembered might be understood. Used to upgrade skills. Okay. I have collected them. So, let's see. This is presumably for like the turn action. Settings. What time of day is it? Impossible to tell. The storm has robbed me of the sky. This is sound, I'm assuming. Memory storm. Health. Half drowned. I'm half drowned. The drowned book. The one possession I kept from the shipwreck. It must be important to me. The aspects below tell you more about how and when you can use this item. Memory storm. It's counting down to something. I'm never nuts about times in games. St. Brandon's Cove. Here the sea ends and the world begins. Or the other way around. After storms, the fishermen of Gronkrug village find oddities washed up ashore. Out of bounds. This place is beyond the bounds of time. Copy to the clipboard. Pause these notifications. St. Brandon's Cove. Sundry. So this looks like a add to a book icon. Ooh, there's something below that I can't see. What the heck is that? Did this thing mess up? Let's find out. Let me go to the settings, video, and go back to window mode and see if that makes any difference. No, it does not. We definitely don't want that. video full screen 1920 by 1080. I'd rather just have it at 60 hertz. No need to save the game. So we also have an icon down there. I have no idea what that does. Nothing there, nothing there. I click on this, it says I have 5 minutes and 4 seconds. I assume to do something. Gotta say, if there's no tutorial, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna last. Oh, okay, there we go. That's a rotate icon. So like a redraw or something like that. Same thing. Skills and languages. We've got nothing there, right? Nothing. Sundries. Alright, this is copying things to the clipboard. I have no idea why. I'm trying to figure out what I can do that actually does anything in game. Oh, nope, nope, nope. No. We want regular time passing. So double clicking on these does nothing. I'm trying to figure out how to get the game to do something. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. So, if they intend to have any sort of tutorial for this, it ain't showing up. What do I have to work with? Okay, salvage. Salvage memory storm. No, it won't let me. Health half drowned. That also won't let me. Navigating Brankrug. Left click to interact with objects and rooms. Right click to use the cursor key to move your viewer around. Change settings. Okay, so that's in Brankrug's Cove. Ah, okay, now we're going. All right. Brankrug Village. Guidance. I'll need help to climb the cliffs. That won't do it. That won't do it. So, sky and assistance is essential. And I don't have any of those. Right. Left click to interact with objects or rooms, right click to move around. How about here? Tidal flats. Brankrug is a tidal island. With low tide, you'd probably walk there, though you probably shouldn't. Guidance. That did nothing, right? That did nothing. So far, I am not exceptionally grokking what I'm supposed to be doing. Pause the timer that's running on half drowned. So we've got to do something here. Although I don't see like myself as being sort of anywhere on it, so I assume it's sort of an overview. Hey, fat buddy, how you doing? trying to figure out what I'm doing here. New game, and no tutorial, no real information, so I'm kind of real lost. Okay, so that plays it, I think. And that returns it. Oh, and that stops the time from running. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Those are not draggable. That down, that there, and there's nothing here on those two. So all that does is return it. Oh, it didn't. Interesting. Tidal flats. Click on guidance. It shows me what it thinks it needs. Assistance. The librarian lives alone. There's no shame in seeking assistance from others. Assistance can open new rooms or help with your studies. Disappears when used during a new dawn. And here it looks like sky and assistance. Get me in, but I don't. Okay, that's got sky. And that's got heart, winter, soul element, malady, and soaked. This needs sky and assistance. This has sky, but doesn't have assistance. I don't have anything with assistance. I don't know if this is the way it always starts or if it's random. Remember, what do we have to work with? Salvage. Alive approximately. But I can't actually salvage that. Nor can I salvage that. Anything that matches the objects below can go in this slot. That is memory. Did this not have memory? No, it didn't. But it has got water. So it should be able to go in that slot. And it does. But it doesn't do anything, and it doesn't open up the start function. Maybe if I... That's the pause. That should make time start. But time isn't starting. These go up here. No, these come down here. It can. What's left? The book's in bad shape and I'm not much better. We're both in need of a warm, dry place and soon. Alright, this has got the clock running. Turn that off. Ah, okay. That, at least I could start. There was a storm. I smashed the ship like an egg. I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brankrug. 5 seconds. Time is going down. 4. Collect. Drowned book. It's a thing. It's readable, it's a journal, and it's soaked. I can collect this. I don't know what I gain from that, but we're going to do it. Okay, we've got new cards over here. What do I have to work with it? Let's go ahead and stop the clock, as I'm not sure what the function of that is. So we have memory, element of soul, and memory. These are all three have the same thing. Okay, that doesn't bring up the start. How about this? Memory. They're all memory and element of the soul. And those are game words of some sort. Shapt, fet, and chore. Let's go with the brainy looking one. The human soul has 9 parts. Fet is that part of the soul that dreams. Is my fet strong enough? Recover this, the other 2 possibilities will be lost to the sea. So those 2 then will go away. Start running again. Stop it running again. We'll collect. Okay. Memory metal, memory Faust, memory Ereb. Pride, compassion, hatred, and fear. Meaningful choice, do I prove my metal? Faust is perception. Oh, let's try that one. Go ahead. Start the clock running. I will note that this got very good reviews on Steam. An old friend's address in memories. I've first heard of Brankrug through its rector, Reverend Timothy. For years now I've been exchanging letters with him. I can find shelter for the night under his roof once I've reached Brankrug village. The rector can introduce you to other villagers. Need a lantern and an introduction. That. Nope, that won't work. Examine, appreciate catalog. Was not especially helpful. So that will not go in. That won't. That won't. Oh, we've got something else here. Shelter, Brankrug's village. Must be nearby, but it's hard going, dragging my naked, soaked body across the sand. Right, that's consider. That's shelter. Does anything actually fit into that? Or do I just have to let it run? Looks like I just let it run. Stop. Alright. Brankrug village is nearby, but it's hard going. Edge, scale, and memory. Memory, fear. Alright, collect that. Help. Above me, atop the cliffs, lies Brankrug village. How do you come up with a name like Brankrug? I'll never reach it in this storm, but if I can only muster my remaining strength to find help, clicking a slot will highlight cards and objects that can go there. So then, presumably, heart, knock, and rose, which I can use fet for. And here, that'll be any of them. And that would be winter. Okay, so It has to match this, it can match these, and it cannot match that. I think I'm starting to get it. Powers, rows, expertise, and it doesn't have winter. That's going to take 10 seconds. I will collect. My fet is fatigued. Talk to visitors, assistants, strangers, and friends. We have old friends address, fishermen's assistants, and a name. He's someone that'll speak free. Of course, since the 1930s restoration, the locals have grown ever more suspicious of foreigners, but there's someone in Brandbrook I know. So we get assistance by talking to him, and we have the old friend's address. 10 seconds. I spent a while sitting on my thumb trying to figure things out a little bit initially, and so I'm running out of time on my health, half drowned. Talk. Oh, that did not actually fix it. If he goes there, and that didn't work. So we need the green icon. We don't have that anywhere, so fisherman's assistants we can't finish up, I don't think. How about that? That doesn't fit. So we can have those. Powers, sky. That has sky. That won't work. That won't work. No, that. No, that. That one does, but it didn't actually do anything. That's the same thing I just did. This one has lamp and the green icon. And this one... go there. No. So that's the only way it goes, but I can't start it, so this won't work. But if I click on this, the only thing that flashes is the fisherman's assistants, and nothing else fits in that. So we go to here. We go to here. Examine. Consider the fisherman's apprentice. No. The old friend's address? No. What fits here? Just that. Okay. I should try this book out before I try to read it. We'll start. I can't glean anything from this book until I've dried it out. Carefully to do that, I need to find somewhere warmer, much warmer. I will collect it. So that's the only thing that can go here. Alright, we just did consider this, so that won't get us anywhere. And this, the only thing that seems to affect it is the fisherman's assistants. And the only thing that can go here is an old friend's address. But now we no longer have the option to start it. So then it can't be this. Guidance. Sky and assistance. Sky and assistance. Progress. Okay, we need to run this for 5 more seconds. And I found my way in through the storm to Brandkrug Village. in the Owl Shadow, and we got the Steam accomplishment for that. Navigating Brankrug. Left click to interact with objects and rooms, right click to use the cursor keys, or use the cursor keys. We're in Brankrug Village. Okay. Mind you, my health, half drowned, is about to vanish. We'll see if that kills me and I have to start over. That looks like the inn. That's the post office. That's the smithy. The sweet bones. Oh, that sounds welcoming. Mr. and Mrs. Killy? Wow, I hope it's Killy, not Killing. The rectory, locked. They're all locked. After the Restoration in the 1930s, the King's agent came. Let's see, a sea of hostile faces. What can go there? Nothing can go there. How about we give a look at consider? What can we consider? We can consider that. Yeah, I don't, well, sure, we'll go ahead and start it, and we'll run our 5 seconds and see what happens when we run out of time now. My health is I'm freezing, okay? Yep, I still won't learn anything from that just yet. Over here, we have talk. Speak to strangers. Looks like none of them. Over here, the sweet bones is locked. A sea of hostile faces. Anything for that? No. The smithy. I'd be surprised if there was anything available for the smithy. Nope. Post office? Probably not. Nope. The rectory. Nope. Mr. and Mrs. Killy. So none of those apply. So there's really nothing but this, it seems, right now. Let's see. There's always more to know. That's for the consider. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else. This wasn't helpful the last time I pushed the button. We'll try it again. At least I'm not getting any worse than freezing. Yet. I can't clean anything from this, yeah. Try to dry the book out, yeah, working on it. Refill. That just puts the book back. Navigating Brankrug, yeah, I'm trying. Mist-cloaked bridge. To get across that, we're going to need repairs. And nothing, it seems, is activating for that. No, I expect nothing. These will all become X's over there. Huh. Shows up for talk. Theoretically, no. Got there. Nope. 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 Brankrug, out of bounds. This place lies beyond the bounds of the house. Copied to clipboard. I don't know why we're copying things to the clipboard. We've got something there. A walk on the moor. What could possibly go wrong with that? Effort and knowledge. Effort. No, I don't see anything. Theoretically, if you click on these, it should cause a visual. Looking for anything else that might be clickable. Got a lot of map heading out here. Yeah, Rug Village. I know. Trying to give myself a little more visual room. To see if there's anything I'm missing, obviously. You mouse over, you get an animation that tells you it's a live location. Nothing in those other little houses. There's nothing in the walk on the moor. Smoky room. Requires the green. I'm not remember what icons we have here. Alright, those are memory icons. A few others. Requires out of bounds. No, same, it's out of bounds. It can't have soaked or reluctant. And I am soaked. Because I'm freezing. Okay, so that needs an introduction to get in. I don't have that just yet. That cannot have soaked. That needs an introduction. That cannot have reluctant. I guess it needs one of these. And Chore and Shaft were the two I didn't take when I took Fet. And this one also requires an introduction. Whereas this needs an element of the soul and cannot have malady or fatigue, and I have a malady. These are both elements of the soul, I thought. Yeah. And that needs skill. Oh, that's the green. I didn't even, okay. We can probably get into something, I think. Maybe. That requires... but it can't be an old friend's address. So it does require the green, but it cannot be an old friend's address. That one didn't have the requirement of introduction. That one required the introduction, but it can't have the old friend's address. Can't have an old friend's address. That was not helpful. It was almost helpful, though. It was really almost helpful. Fragment of soul. I don't understand then why neither of these will work, as they both are fragments of soul. They can't have fatigued or malady. And that has malady, I think. Has fatigued. They both have... No, that one has fatigued. Lantern. Frost. Soul, wind, soul, sky, lantern, and occupant. So I don't understand why it can't go there where it requires element of soul. Unless maybe it requires a second one of these and can't have that. Regardless, I'm not seeing any other place I can go. The bridge requires assistance. Rose, mystery lantern, a thing, readable, journal, and soaked. Consider. The only thing I can get out of that is the book. We've done the book. I come over here to talk. It doesn't show that anything's usable. No. Time is running as my health is apparently... I'm about to go from health freezing to presumably health frozen and perhaps even dead. That doesn't work. And again, the only thing that... Oh, even that doesn't go into there. Consider, the only thing that goes in there is the book. And it's telling me we need to dry it out, and we do this. When the thing ended, this had a 1 on it. I want to see if that's applicable. No, it's basically just telling me it finished, I think. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but in a minute and 51 seconds, I think something is. Let's go ahead and speed it up and see what happens. I think maybe I'm going to die. Very real possibility. We're now going at 6 times, so it'll take 10 seconds for me to go from freezing to, I think, maybe dead, and we'll get a second try at this. I am not understanding. No, I'm still just freezing. Started here, we got to Brankrug. Nothing has changed there. I've got the old friend's address, and that is keeping me from getting to a lot of places. Which seems odd, as you'd think that the old friend's address would be helpful in that way. Village. Bounds. I am clicking to see if anything else, if I'm missing, there are, the 5 buildings and then the walk on the moor, which theoretically one of them, this one, I should be able to move into there, but I can't. If anyone's seeing anything that I'm missing, it would be welcome. They're all the same. See hostile faces. Can't be reluctant. It's funny that I had opportunities to get chore, shaft, and metal, and I didn't get them. And now I have Faust and Fet, and neither one of those seems to be useful for anything. Moth is fatigued. Can't be soaked. am approaching the point where I'm going to have to check the internet on something because I seem to be lost. Other than going to maximum speed here and seeing what happens in 2.5 divided by 6 minutes. And see if anything happens when my health goes, when we rotate again from health freezing. $20 seconds. Well, that's more like 4. And I'm still just freezing, so I'm not sure what I'm not doing right. But I'm not doing something right. Because as best I can tell, I have no place. Not only that, I have no way of restarting the game. Because all I have is save, load, settings, and save and quit. So it doesn't seem likely to me that I broke the game already. Memory fear. That had vanished for a while. I don't know why. It was down there. Let's see if we missed anything. No, memory fear can't go there. Nothing there. Not there. Not there. Not there. And not there. Can't go there. Can't go there. My apologies, guys. Maybe I'm just too dumb to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. That doesn't work. Talk. So I basically can't talk to anybody. The only thing that shows up when I consider my options is the book. I put the book in, tells me I can't read it, other than I should dry it out before trying to read it. There was a second tier to that. Is it drying out on its own? I don't know. Start. Can't clean anything in this book until I dry it out. That's what we had seen in the past. If I collect, it just goes back up there and nothing happens. These are my belongings. I have a book and nothing else. What? I had to drag that up to the house to get this to show up. That's really weird. Okay, I'm not sure I actually saw it, so I'm going to take this back. If I click on this and I drag it, it causes the lights to come on here. Okay. The door opens a few cautious inches. Who's there? Me. Take shelter at the rectory. I'm going to pause for a second. So hopefully then that will like, say, health. Freezing. It's not even cold anymore. I could just lie down right here and I could sleep right here. You really need to find shelter. foresight. Wits, forge, and fire blast meanings press and screw, Coleridge. I'm a little bit not quite up on my Samuel Taylor Coleridge, I have to admit. Alright, let's let it run. We'll speed it up. Memory, foresight, and health. Reverend Timothy is touchingly excited to meet his correspondent in person. I am too exhausted to hold up my end of the conversation, and Terence is not a talkative woman. But the Reverend can talk for 3. At last, however, he realizes how exhausted I am and lets me sleep. Alright, I get memory, foresight, and I get some health back. Alright, we've made progress. Once again, memory, foresight, wits, forge, and fire, and more Coleridge, yeah. Consider. Alright, we have the book. Is the book dried out? Start the clock running again. No, it has not yet dried out. The rectory, the study. Okay, we've got speak with Reverend Timothy. Reverend Timothy's door is always open to me. Timothy will offer help for free as a friend. That will be a fraud or scam call. My second one of the day. I'm going to mute so you don't have to listen. Back on voice in a sec. They hung up. On what topic shall I talk with Reverend Timothy? Topic. Soaked. Am I not soaked anymore? I'm not soaked anymore. Ask Reverend Timothy about any specific topic. That's what I gave him. I'm not soaked. Not fatigued. Memory, foresight. Alright, well, whatever we could talk to him about, we can't talk to him yet. That was an interesting sound. Post office. The smithy. Still locked. The sweet bones. Nothing that goes there. No, nothing fits there either. How about effort? Health will go there. And knowledge? Knowledge needs skill. Anything can be learned, anything can be forgotten. Any of these have the yellow light bulb for skill? No, that has the lamp for lantern. No, so this is not a non-starter. Let's see back here. Assistance. Soaked. Isn't the book soaked? The book is soaked. We'll start running. It's a strange game so far. Not what I was expecting. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Like this. So we have our Faust, which was used, is now fatigued, presumably from having been used. And the book is now dried out. So the book is Rose, Lantern, Thing, Uncatalogued, Readable, and Journal. In the study. So it's an element of soul, and preferably it's got a lantern. Memory, foresight? No. Okay, if I mouse over one of these, it shows which ones have it. Okay, so they both have fatigued, an element of the soul. So element of soul is needed, but you can't have fatigue, so neither of these two can fit into the rectory. Right. The book. Something for me. Start it up. Double time it. Regular time it. Alright, we're going to get the book back. And a 10-shilling note and a letter to the librarian. The postmistress keeps the gate of the wider world. In her left hand is the lightning, which is to say a telegraph. In her right hand is thunder, which is to say the only telephone in Brandkrug. Before her lies the cash register, which accepteth the greater currency and returneth the lesser children. Right, so these are both still fatigued. 10-shilling note. Half a pound, but not half a note. A recent innovation. Pence. 120 pence, looks like. A letter to the librarian. Alright, so that was the post office. Where we have a 10-shilling note as the offering. A quick 5 seconds later. And we've got 4 more cards. Bloop. 6pence, a florin, a half-crown, and a crown. Okay, the smithy is still locked. The post office. Wow, okay, we offer. Okay, a lot of things to get cards then. Looks like at the post office we give the money and we get cards back. Okay. Anything change here? Nope, not yet. After the restoration of the 1930s, Sea of Hostile Faces. The money. We can use the money to deal with them. Perhaps to buy drinks all around. And the front room of Mr. and Mrs. Killy. Nothing there. Let's go to the Sweet Bones. And 24, 36. How about a 6pence? Sixpence isn't enough. So it's got to be one of assistant's pence. So it's got to be pence. Now I tried to use that one, and that didn't change anything. The florin is 30, 24, that's 30, and that's 60. That, the florin, will change things. Go ahead and start time again. I'm making progress. It's coming slow. I get a shilling back and another card. Memory's Solace. And the clink of a pint mug, I'm assuming. The front room. Nothing has changed there. Ah, me and mine. So, me Can be me or the soul things. Well, we'll go with me. And it looks like sixpence can go in. Can. 60 seconds. We'll turn that up. And go to 6x time. Passing by a surrealist painter. We get the sixpence back, I think. And fatigued something. We got the sixpence back. We got passing by a surrealist painter. And we got, oh, our health is now fatigued. Okay. With study. So there's nothing at the rectory. Do we have this open by any chance? Effort. No. The smithy? Consider the book. And a soul. Looks like all my souls are fatigued. Right? They're all fatigued. They are all fatigued. Let's consider. What about talk? Maybe the surrealist painter? Hire a visitor. Pay. Sixpence. Not enough. Let's see, the shilling is 12. Shilling enough? Shilling's not enough. Half crown? Half crown's enough. I'll hire this one for a day. The surrealist painter, of course. I should have known. I will collect. We got a shilling in change, and we keep the surrealist painter. It doesn't look like we got anything else that I can see. Oh, these got added to the threshold house. Go to the next completed. To the threshold of the house. That'll require 12 pence. Repairs. Requires assistance. The surrealist painter? Really? No, okay. Assistance and sky. They are assistants, but that's it. Looks like none of these can fix the cloaked bridge. Smoky room. Wait. Ah. Letter to the librarian. We can consider this as well. We'll start it up. Okay, oh, we have this up here. It's springtime. Dusk. I'm not sure what we got out of that. Alright, that doesn't seem to be working. Front room. Oh, the surrealist painter. Cradles and coffins. That's not intimidating at all. This is a very strange game. I can't say yet that I get it. But I'm starting to understand at least some of the mechanics by getting it. Memory of satisfaction. I thought I couldn't get no satisfaction. Nothing there. Post office. Again, we can drop money in. I'm not sure what we gain from doing that, if anything. That is not yet available to us. So money and the soul can go, but that exhausted me when I did that. Effort. No, doesn't appear to be anything there. Anything I can talk to? Doesn't seem to be. Anything I can consider? Just those same things. The book and a soul. But the souls are all exhausted, or all fatigued, so I can't read the book. I'm going to go back to the letter. I don't imagine I'm going to get anything else out of it. So I can. Finish reading Ronwin's Trust, wishes to. It makes a noise like that's supposed to be important, but I don't see where... that changed. Okay, the drugs kicked in. The Tree of Wisdoms. Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, though they disagree where one wisdom ends. And I was reading that. Rescued Journal. Journal? Soaked? Uncatalogued. What in the fuck is going on? This is cool, but I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Arts Unregarded, Grail, the Bosque, Skolakosophy, Nyctodromy, Lantern, Forge, Illumination, Winter. Okay, this takes us back to the world. And this will take us here. We need to go here. Nope, that doesn't fit. Nor does that. Oh, these are all clickable. Illumination. Okay. I am pretty lost, but I'm not uninterested. You know? What on earth is this game? I couldn't agree more. I don't know. I honestly don't. I got mail today from Humble Bundle talking about a deck building or card playing bundle, and I looked at it, and there's one thing I just clicked and brought up the screen image for some part of this game. I said, well, that looks cool and interesting, and I checked on Steam, and it's really highly rated, like 4.5 stars out of 5. And I went, okay, I love card games, so I'll buy the package because this one looked most interesting. I didn't want to know anything about it, and I've been at it for over an hour, and I know almost nothing about it. It's very strange. I mean, I'm starting to understand the mechanics involving all of these cards have attributes that apply to them. And these locations, to access them, you have to have the proper attributes. So this... to make an offering has to have one of these 3 attributes. And you can have things that require, allow, or don't allow certain attributes. So, for instance, an element of the soul, which are these three things here, is required, but none of them can be fatigued or malady, and all of my soul fragments, as it were, are all currently fatigued. So I can't currently use this building. So I'm starting to understand the micro of the game. I have no fucking idea what's going on in the macro. And my mind was really blown a minute ago when this button became available and I clicked on it. And this happened. So I have no idea what on earth this game is. Not even a clue. But as I said, other than some early frustration, I'm not bored. I'm confused, but not bored. Yeah, I know. That's exactly it. It's I don't know what's happening, what's going on. I've got some of the micro. I sure as hell do not have the macro. Talk. We can go back to the post office. We can give him a shilling and see what we get. Start the clock. There is a real-time element that I also can't say I particularly understand. So I'll pause time again. We get 4 more cards for this. We got a penny, a tuppence, a 3p, and a 6p as the money back from our shilling. So we got 6. We actually got... these are each worth as many pence as they say, I assume. And the shilling is 12, so I got change for my shilling. Is what I got from the post office. We head back over here. It requires an element of soul, but it can't have malady. Let's try bet. And then the mine is a penny enough. We'll give it a pence. What's going to happen? Don't really know. So we'll start the real-time clock. Bump it up to the 6x multiplier. Dusk is coming. So there is a day. Oh, we can see the clock moving up there. Or not the clock. This sort of landscape movement across as this is its night and it's spring. So this was sliding across as the time was rolling. And we'll start moving very slightly again. My memories and lessons have vanished. It's a new day. I guess memories and lessons are only available each day. So we have passed our first day, I think. Okay, we get our pence back, and FET is now refreshed, but FET would have been refreshed anyway. Okay, so on each day, the fatigue on these elements goes away. Got it. Nothing in the study. Oh, me. I can use Faust there. If I drop that there. Reverend Timothy's door is always open. Timothy will offer to help for free. Okay. We'll talk to Timothy. Time is running. You can see up here it's slowly moving across. So there is a passage of time element that is real-time based. I'll pause. We get our Faust fatigue, and we get another card. It is the rector's assistants. So my guess is we're building a narrative of some sort here. But the exact nature of it, I don't know. Talk to the rector's assistant and a collaborator. FET or health. We'll use health. We'll use that. Health sort of represents me specifically. I'm ready to lend my limbs. Boosts heart, scale, and nectar. So it boosts heart. Okay, we'll start the clock rolling again. We'll speed ourselves up. Nope, my health is fatigued. So can we get to the smith yet? We can get to the smith for the first time with the rector's assistance. A mutual acquaintance will introduce me to Denzel the smith. I might get 6 or even 10 words out of him if I'm patient. Departure. Denzel is a surprising source of practical advice. The smithy is now available. Departure. Don't know what that is. Departure comes down here. And memory of foresight comes there. Let's go back to the, as I said earlier, the drugs just kicked in. Is there anything that can fit into that central square? No. And each of these is a node that can be clicked. Birdsong 1. Nyctodromy 1. Bosk 2. I have no clue what the fuck this is. No idea. I really like this screen though, you know? I have no idea what the fuck it does. But it looks cool and interesting. Go to the next completed. Threshold of the house. Those aren't part of this display, I don't think. The threshold of the house is over here. Talk. Who can we talk to? Nobody's showing up for that. How about consider? The book. And a soul. Forms. The soul. Soul cannot have fatigue, so the only one I can use is Fet. It'll be 30 seconds. Oh, sorry. Alright, the book, Fet is fatigue, and we have another card. Ooh, we got a second Fet. This one's not fatigued. Interesting. Important? I have no idea, but interesting. Definitely. What about down here? Effort. We can go with Fet. Knowledge. Doesn't look like I have any knowledge. Knowledge would be a skill. So that requires the... that's just money. Those are just nothing but money, right? Yeah, those are nothing but money. That's the light bulb. We do not have a light bulb. But ain't no light bulb going on around here. The study. Anything else that he's got? Theoretically, the soul. So that should be able to go there. No? Really? Requires a soul, and it should have a lantern or a knock, or could have. Malady or fatigue. This doesn't have malady or fatigued, does it? No, so I guess the check mark means it must have one or more of those in addition. Doesn't have to have all of them. Okay, the post office. That's basically just for getting change, as best I can determine. Is there anyone to talk to? No. Anything to consider? Just the book and the letter to the librarian. And does that get me another card? I don't recall. No, it just is what, maybe killing time? Makes it sound like it does something, but I don't know what. Well, we can head over to the Sweet Bones for another drink. Mine requires one of those. Pence, soiled, or soaked. Well, can we get it for a penny? In for a penny. In for a pound, as they say. I have to say, this is the weirdest game I've played in a long time. It does remind me slightly of another card-playing game. Okay, no tuppence, no beer. Oh, okay. So, a tuppence and a beer? Because I have a tuppence. Tuppence will buy me a hearty meal in a quiet place where I can rest and gather my thoughts. Okay, tuppence. I put a tuppence in. Oh, you want more money from me? Wow. Okay. Can't be a penny, so it's got to be, all right, a threepence. I know tuppence is short for 2 pence. Is threepence or threepence for 3 pence? That I don't know. It should be running. It's another minute. We'll go to 4 times. Really weird game. Not what I was expecting. That's not always bad. But it is weird. Okay, I've got my health back. I'm feeling much better. Well, yeah. Beer will do that. And I got my threepence back. Oh, okay. That's a little strange. I'm feeling much better now, thank you. No? Why no? No? Why no? Okay, I can't do anything with the study. How about these guys? No. Post office, as far as I know, again, that's just for breaking the money. What does it break a pence into? I don't know. So nothing for the study. Smoky room. Well, okay, I can go in there. And we'll start it up and see what we get. Oh, topic. Topic. And it... Huh. I can put a topic in, but it's going to cost me a shilling. All right, fine. We'll see what we get out of that. I have no idea. I keep saying I have no idea. Okay, I'm fatigued, and we get a card. Blacksmith's assistants, okay. Denzel Smith. Strong as oak, blackened by smoke. He'll never surpass his father, and he is no longer a soldier, but he still has his craft. Assistants. The mist-cloaked bridge. I can repair the mist-cloaked bridge. I'm making progress. The bridge has been opened. Lodge at the gate, a cottage where Hush House's groundskeeper lived until the fire. If I can get into the place and make it habitable, I can use it as a base for reclaiming more of the house. Okay, now we're getting into... My understanding is there was some sort of, like, elder magic thing in the background. I had no idea. All I saw was, like, a couple pictures of the screen and a brief splash page where they talked about it, and I skimmed through instantly, getting a couple of words and a sentence, and said, oh, hey, that sounds cool. For this, we need assistance and a forge, a heart, and a knock, or a knock, one of those 3. Well, he should have a forge, right? This is probably going to have to wait for tomorrow then. When I get my health back. Unless I can go over here, I should be able to get my health back. Got my health back earlier. Threepence. And tuppence. Nope. There we are. 6 times. Time flies when you're clicking buttons. Oh, we got the penny. Oh, we get change. We got proper change. I'm healthy again. So, can I go back now to the smithy? I can. The topic. A crown. What do you need? Fixing the bridge. Or fixing up the house on the other side of the bridge. He already helped me fix the bridge. It's starting to come together a little bit. I get change and the blacksmith's assistance. Now I come back over to here, and presumably he'll go there. Daybreak. Finish it up. There go my memories gone. At the beginning of the day, you lose your memory. I got a new one. Clouds. And the house is open. Holy crap. Okay. It's still spring. It's dawn. Oh, we actually have some details now in the housing stuff. That's pretty cool. I have a bookshelf. Books live happily upright here, but other things are permitted to join them. I have a potted dragon tree. Hush House key, the key to get into Hush House. A basket of clean linen, a nighttime luxury. Guest bed, lodge. Okay, so that's then when I want to sleep for the night. The Keeper's Lodge, baronial period. In the 16th century, the De Wolf family became the Barons Brankrug, governing the isle as their personal estate until 1759, when their line ended in madness and death. Now we're talking. Finally, a little madness and death. Consider. The book and the letter are the options. Ooh, souls and a skill and a memory. That's new. Do we have a skill? I don't think we've got anything that's a skill. Although that does look like it's questionable. Maybe it's not necessary. We have 2 fets. How about we throw in a fet and a memory? No, it does need a skill. I have no skills. Talk. I have no one to talk to at present. So this is the great gate of the house. The walls of the house tower above me. I'd been told that it was abandoned after a fire, but there's no sign of any such thing. The building will no doubt need restoration, but it's in better shape than I'd feared. Pardon my yawn. Books are the memory that does not die, reads the inscription above the gate. Key, thing, and knock. Well, I have the key, right? Wasn't the key somewhere here? Those are the books. Where was the key? Pillis oat bread. Tea. Dawn Lion coffee packet. A scented candle. Oh, that goes then up there. If I right click on the other stuff. Oh, okay. I can set it back down. All right. Shaving mirror. Serve here. There's the key. The key. Unlock the Great Gatehouse. Alright, that's a 1 minute, so... Start it up. Very, very strange game. There was another card game, that I played some time ago that was also really peculiar. The Watchman's Tower Gatehouse. But again, we've got lots of objects in here. Huh. Serena Blackwood. Bust is carved from alabaster. We've got, pardon me, Lingering Repose. We've got a lot of objects. We've got some trophies. The gatehouse stairs. Stairs to the room above are blocked with debris and the plaster is peeling from the walls. I'll need help from the village to clear and restore this place. Alright. Cloistered garden. I can make out a green and shaded space, but it's choked with weeds and thorns. I'll need help to clear the space. Okay. So we will continue to go back to town. Do we have any change here? Is there anything? It implies I can put the book there. I can put the book there. The Roots of Memory. Tryst. The change and the longing. One of the 9 parts of the human soul. A sign. Our first point on this, assuming it's some sort of spec tree. It's not PoE, but exploring the tree. Every skill could belong to one of 2 wisdoms. Decide which by assigning it here. This will grow your understanding of the wisdom and reward you with an element of the soul card. Okay, and then these are the 2 committed. You've determined where the skill should belong. Okay, so we have illumination. Pardon me, I have a sneeze coming, I think. Yep, it's coming. And a yawn at the same time. It's still lurking. Illuminates, purify the self and the surroundings. Eventually, they often cease to see any difference between the 2. This one will be hushery. The great art of hushery understands the beauty of silence and of its sundering. Nyctodromy. Well, Nycto is night. Traveling at night is neither faster nor safer. That's why we do it. Knowledge of the ways and byways of the transmundane. Skolakosophy. Skolakosophy, I suppose. Study of things that should not be studied. Some call this a wisdom. The Bosk. The wisdom of the primeval wood. Rarely written, often felt. Preservation, healing and restoration. An unglamorous wisdom, at least to those who never wonder how the world still exists. Birdsong. Music, riddles, miscellaneous. Less a wisdom, more a body of gossip, hallowed by accretion. A sniffy scholar once remarked. Horomachistry, or Machistry. This wisdom is concerned with the laws and disagreements of the hours and their emanations. Iphastry. Alchemy, metallurgy, pyrotechnics. Iphasty is sometimes called the art that alters. So I guess I can take one of these. Oh, I have to put a card in, I guess. Does the book go in? Tryst. Oh, okay. The change in the longing, one of the 9 parts of the human soul. Element of the soul, occupant, moon. Does this go into those? I do not know. Oh, it goes back down there. Okay. So it doesn't look like I have anything that will actually fit in these. Unless it's the book. No, okay. So I don't currently have any points to spend on the spectrum. Wait. Okay, never mind. Thought I saw something. I didn't. So we come back over here, and, well, Faust can go there. Reverend Timothy's door is always open. Sure it is. Night has fallen, dusk will come soon. Okay, so time was running that whole time when I was babbling to myself quietly. Why did that not start? Unpause. We're currently paused, so that doesn't actually do anything. It glows, but it doesn't activate the start button. So we can't do anything with Timothy. Well, maybe because it's night. Maybe because it's night. Zoom in. Occupant. Me. Start. Is that a minute and a half? It is. So we will go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. It's daybreak. It's sunny out, so it's a nice day. That's cool. Why am I fatigued? I just slept. My bed. Soul's still... What the... This game is very strange. The front room. Doesn't look like anything will go there. Lost Godot. We can start it now, presumably because it's daylight. All right, we got the rector's assistants. Can he be used to help with either of these, is the question. He can't. The gatehouse stairs. The rector's assistants will help. Time flies when you're having this. We have opened up another room. We have Ava's desk, Lady Ava de Wolf, last of the Brancarug de Wolfs. And little books there. Uncatalogued book. Curia. 2 of them. Catalog this book to learn more. I will consider this book. It's going to take a soul. We'll use a fet. We'll start. It's going to take 30 seconds. But time moves fast when you have chrono fingers. And we've got another book. The Orchid Transfiguration, Noon. The 3rd volume of a compilation of quasi-Rosicrucian allegories, supposedly by Robert Flood. This is in the original Latin. I will note that the Rosicrucian Museum is not far away from me here in San Jose. Up here, Watchman's Tower, top floor. The ceiling bows worryingly under a damp patch. There must be a leak in the observatory. The sun above knows what state it's in. I should seek help and enter carefully. It's a bit clumsy zooming in and zooming out to move back and forth. Just a note. He's looking for a soul, but it can't be fatigued or malady. Sick. No, that one won't work. Nor will that. Okay. Sweet bones. Me. Any of those will work. Any of them? That's right, even me fatigued. Actually. The smithing an offering. Shilling is 12 pence. A half crown is 30 pence. We've got 2 shillings. Hey, Major Kicks, how you doing? There I go, big sip, and now I'll get up and do a lap. Just a lap tonight. I am getting much brain exercise with this game. Much brain exercise. Well, not much brain, but much exercise for what's there. Oh, yes. It's terrible. Whatever will I do? Well, we got a penny and 2 sixpence. I think we actually came out ahead on that. Physical labor, but not actually having children. That I'm aware of. So if I go over to the Sweet Bones, I put me there. Actually, I think I'd want more change. Let's go back to the post office and give him an offering of sixpence. Oh, they don't want to play. Too petty. Oh, my God. Oh, that put them back together. That's interesting. But they will break up a shilling. All right. It's a really strange game, Major Kicks. Okay, we've got a tuppence this time. We head over to Sweet Bones. I think it's a tuppence for a drink. Nope, that's not sufficient. Oh, yes, it is. It's running. It says it's running. Okay, it's running. Put that there. We started running. We speed things up because when we're drinking, time flies. It's a very, very strange game. All right, we've got our health back. Because if you want to get healthy, you get drunk. I'll be getting very healthy tomorrow night, by the way. All right, this is the soul, but it cannot have malady or fatigued. Should be okay for that, no? No. No. Looks like Mr. and Mrs. Killy want nothing to do with me in any of my various forms and incarnations. Consider anything else. Oh, I'll be getting very healthy tomorrow. I just got healthy by going to the pub here. I'll be getting very healthy on stream tomorrow. I will be enjoying adult leisure beverages to excess, which is my favorite S to drink to. Excess. Yes, they will be significant. They will be noteworthy. I have no idea what I'll be playing. Probably not this, because I don't think this would go well with alcohol. This requires some thinking and attempts to comprehend what's going on. And alcohol is not a great combo with that, in my experience. Oh, that's the post office. The rectory. No. Reverend Timothy doesn't want nothing to do with me today? Well, that's disappointing. All right. We'll go to the smithy. The topic. A half a crown? Damn. He's getting expensive. What do you need? Let's see if we can't clear out a little bit more of the tower. He gave me change, and I have his assistance. We'll see if we can clear out the tower. Requires assistance. No, he can't do that. He can offer me assistance, but he doesn't have either of the other two things. So we need grill, assistance, and sky, huh? How about this one? What do we need for this one? Nope, he's not good for that one either. Damn it. Curse your R's. Did I consider that book? Soul and skill. Oh, that's right. I didn't have skill. He might have skill. Nope, he has no skill, so we still can't consider that book. Any new considering on this book? No, same thing. We've got memory, we've got soul, but we don't have skill. I have no skill. This makes me feel shame. Is there anything in here that will give me skill? Good question. Let's find out. Traveling at night. Books, books. More books that I need to find out what they do. There's a chair. Those are lanterns. That's the bed. Clean sheets. Well, really, if anything should give me an idea, it's wine. Getting drunk always gives me lots of ideas. They're seldom good ones, but it gives me lots. A vase of gorse. I don't know what gorse is. Rings a bell, but I couldn't actually tell you. None of these look like they're giving out skills. But I've got a lot of books that I need to. Davis desk, soul skill. Yeah, I still don't have any skills. Lens needs a skill. Ooh, nice astrolabe. Where might I get a skill? Mr. and Mrs. Killy have anything? Doesn't look like it. Post office? No, that doesn't seem likely. We haven't checked here for a while. Effort and knowledge. Effort. Oh, we can use FET. We'll go there. What knowledge do we have? Do we have any no's? That's skill. Requires skill. We don't have any skill. Letter to the librarian. Talk. Can we talk to the alchemist? Or, I mean, the blacksmith's assistant? And collaborate. Lots of stuff. FET. Perhaps we shared a dream. Boosts Rose and Moth. I don't know what that accomplished. Didn't make any changes here that I can see. Okay, that takes me back to... So that's a fast way. Go to the next completed. No idea what that means. So that's a fast way for me to get back here from town, at least. It is dusk. That's just money to get me change. If I consider that forms a message for me, read the letter to reply instead. Add ink at a desk. Add ink at a desk. There's a desk here. There's a desk here. There's a desk there. Papers. Soul. Skill. Memory. Nope, Sunny won't go up there. With. What's it gonna do? I have no idea. Finished reading. St. Ronwin's Trust wishes to congratulate me on my appointment as librarian of Hush House. The Trust assures me that it will provide the promised stipend each spring, but reminds me that the resources are limited and suggests I seek local assistance in restoring the premises. Let us know when you're all set up and ready to receive visitors. The letter concludes. Signed, simply the trustees. So I have completed that. At least we understand what it is now. That required skill, didn't it? Yeah, that had required a skill somewhere. I still have no skills. Where would I get a skill? Maybe some more of the books? Let's see what other books we've got over here. we will consider. It's going to take a soul. This book was probably written around the time of Hush House's Curia period, roughly 1700s to 1800s. If I examine it, I can learn more about what knowledge it might contain. Books from this period are only rarely contaminated. Okay. Well, if it's rare, I mean, that implies like it never happens, basically, right? You never get contaminated by reading, or at least that's what they have you think. The Debate of Seven Cups, distillations of spirit recorded by an alchemist who identifies himself in the foreword as but Sir Thomas Browne's reflection. It's nighttime. So I think we're going to lose the sunny memory. As I'm just going to unpause and let time take us to day. Dawn will come soon. And there should be. All right, sun. Fleeting reminiscence. It has 0.4 seconds of existence left. That is very fleeting. I can't see any place where I would use it immediately. Oh, over there? Really? I wonder if it's going to stay. No, it did not. We should be able to put the book back, right? Yeah. So, we're going to consider some books today. We have clouds. Oh, the assistance from the blacksmith went away. That's unfortunate. That means I'll have to get it to use him. I'll have to buy him again in the future. All right, this book is The Open Head. Ilse Bishop's hallucinatory quasi-documentary, notionally about the Greco-Turkish War of the previous decade. Let's consider another book. Seconds. Go. The High Traditions of the Noble Endeavor. A blandly positive work on the Endeavor Club published by the Endeavor Club. The club was founded in 1862 but claims to draw from much older traditions. That is Traveling at Night, Volume 1. Interesting. It requires skill. I still don't have any skill, so. I am without skills, my friends. I have no skills whatsoever. Let's see if Timothy's talking to me yet. Timmy! His door is always open. On the topic of being soaked. Nothing is soaked anymore, I don't think. No. So, shouldn't I get that back? Shouldn't I get my Faust back? Guess not. But I don't have a topic. So it's already running. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and push the buttons. It's fatigued. I get a card. The card is the rector's assistant. All right, let's assistance. Let's see if we can make him useful. Assistance, and it has to be either Grail or Sky, and he is neither. I don't think that will work for this one either. Nectar and Lantern. Oh, it will. Well, that's cool. Okay. Take 60 seconds. We're going to unlock another part of the building. Six times. 4 times. 2 times. That's the St. Brandon's Cloister. The sisters and brothers of the Abbey built these gardens in the 13th century at the height of the period we now call the Solar Gothic. Walk here a while and breathe the peace they've left. We have a walled garden. And the long tower first floor. Winter and a lantern and assistance to open that up. So there doesn't appear to be any clickies or anything in there for the cloister. Wonder what's up there. Don't know. Will we find out? Probably not. That requires edge or nectar. Sorry. I would assume blacksmith would be a good shot at edge. Smoking room. No, that won't work. That will. He has nectar, I think. So we'll go ahead and the topic will be, let's see, shilling is 12 pence, florin is 24. Yep. Start it up. Collect those. We now have his assistants, I think. We should be able to use him to clear up. There we go. The walled garden, I think. No? I thought he had that. How about the first floor? Nope. There? Nope. Damn it. Oh, how about there? Nope. The first true threshold. I've reached the threshold of the house proper, the librarians of the Curia were scholars of note, some were potent adepts. From here I should proceed carefully, observing the proper forms, making the appropriate offerings. The villagers and other locals know the ways of earth and sea hereabouts. Their assistance will be invaluable. So he's got edge, forge, assistance, and an introduction. No. Edge. That should work. Yeah, that works. Why doesn't it work? It says it works. I'm confused. I talk to him and collaborate with Fett. Speed it up. Slow it down. See, it says assistance, and it says 4. 4 edge, 4 nectar. And he has has 2 edge. Okay, I see. Alright, I'm starting to understand. Over here, we need 3 rows and 3 knock with the assistance. Okay, I'm starting to understand a bit more about things, but I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. This is a very, very strange and interesting game. I do not think it is a good streaming game, however, as me trying to explain my thought processes, which are kind of... If you ever played pachinko and watched an individual pachinko ball, that's kind of what my brain has been doing as I try to get a grip on this whole thing. So I don't think I'll be streaming this anymore, but it's really interesting. I really haven't figured it out. I'm starting to get it, but then I've been saying that for an hour and a half. It has a learning curve, a significant learning curve, but it's an interesting game. But not, I think, for streaming. So I will be back tomorrow at my usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, and early morning in Australia and Asia. Pardon me for a second as I hydrate. Thank you, Major Kicks. I will be enjoying adult leisure beverages, and I have no idea what game or games I'll be playing. But it shan't be this one. Like I said, interesting game, not good for streaming. So that'll be tomorrow. Thursday I will be absent, because if I'm going to be drinking tomorrow, I never have any energy the day after I drink. I don't really get the hangover, but I have no energy, which I suppose is the hangover. So I probably won't be here on Thursday. Should be back on Friday as usual. Again, don't know what the game will be. Don't get roasted by the sun from bad weatherman forecasts. Oh, yes, yeah. But believe me, I have a lifetime of bad sunburn. And nothing will ever match the first couple of times after I started going bald, where I realized how bald I was and how much you need hair to prevent sunburn. Oh my God. So believe me, I know about the getting roasted by the sun, whether the weatherman's forecast is right or not. But I'll be back tomorrow. So I hope you guys will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Tuesday night goes great. Tomorrow is hump day, and assuming you work a regular Monday through Friday, that means when it's done, you'll be coasting towards the weekend. It'll be so close you can almost taste it. But I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys. And again, thanks for hanging out.